Hey everybody, so I'm super excited to be talking about a rhythm today in a little bit more detail than you may have seen on my previous Do You Know That Rhythm video, which I'll link for you down below so you can go back, look at that video, because it's a great overview of a couple rhythms to help just get your feet wet in the rhythm world. So today what we're going to be talking about is the rhythm Beledy. So this is definitely written in a way where we can hear it in English, but Beledy is not only spelt this way with B-A-L-A-D-I. It could be spelled B-E-L-E-D-I-D-Y. The B-A-L-A-D-I-D-Y, it's spelt phonetically into English because, of course, its native language is Arabic. So we just want to be mindful of that when you're searching for rhythms and all of that good stuff. So the first thing I want to talk about is just a little bit of music theory. So with dancers, a lot of us do not come into belly dancing with any kind of music theory, with any kind of rhythm, with any kind of music reading ability, with any kind of notion as to what 1, 2, 3, 4 actually means, right? So we get into class, we start hearing about these rhythms, and then all of a sudden we're expected to know how to locate these dooms, these texts, these cause immediately, like it should be an intuitive thing. Sometimes it is intuitive, so I don't want to knock that. But at the same time, I do believe that knowledge is power. And for me, I have a background in music theory. So music was my minor in college. And so going into this, it really, really helped me. So with any rhythm that you study here on out, I would highly recommend getting familiarized with the written forms of it, how it may look in a time signature, the staff, the music staff, where you see the 5 lines across the page, and that really curly fancy S, that's called a treble clef. So as you're going through and you're looking at music and you just get familiar with what a 4/4 time signature means and all of this stuff, then you will start to feel a bit more comfortable in being able to locate the 1 in a rhythm and where it falls in the music, how long it lasts, and what exactly this notation means. So although we're talking about Baladi specifically today, I do want to encourage you and empower you to gain more knowledge in the music theory realm, because it will really get clear for you so many things. I can't say enough how far ahead I felt because I had this information. Okay, so we're gonna write out Beledy together. So Beledy, blank page. So the first thing I want to talk about, I'm like, you like that? So the first thing I want to talk about is that Beledy is a 4/4 rhythm. So I'm going to just notate, of course, and the one pen that I grab does not actually work, but that's okay. We're going to use this one right here, and hopefully this one works. So you're going to see notation like this, where it says 4/4. And I want to bring that up to the screen so you can really see that. There we go. So with this 4/4 rhythm, what that means is when you are trying to identify the rhythm, you will count to 4 and then it will repeat itself again. So with Beledy, the way it sounds is doom doom taka tak doom taka tak taka doom doom taka tak doom taka tak. So that means when I'm trying to identify the rhythm, once I count to 4, the sequence of that particular rhythm should repeat itself. So for Beledy, I'm going to go like this so you can see that I'm counting to 4, and then the rhythm will repeat itself when you hear me say doom doom. Okay, 5, 6, 7, and doom doom taka tak doom taka tak taka doom doom taka tak doom taka tak taka doom doom taka tak doom taka tak taka doom doom taka tak doom taka tak taka. So when you heard me say doom doom, I put my finger up to notate that that fell on beat 1. We call that beats or counts, okay, in our realm. So when you are counting to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, all of Beledy has completed one sequence through. Doom, doom, taka, tak, doom, taka, tak, taka. and then I was about to repeat it. So once you get to 4, repeat the rhythm again. So that being said, when we break the rhythm down, I'm going to write this out as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm going to show you this real quick so you can see what I mean there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And the reason why I'm writing it like that is because when we actually start to write out Beledy rhythm and where it falls in the counts or beats as you dance, you're going to see where they line up. And by dividing the count into 2, then what we do is we allow ourselves to see where it can fall musically for us to start understanding. So like I said, the first dooms happen on count 1, in count 1. So we have doom, doom, tekka, tek, doom, tekka, tek, tekka, doom, doom, tekka, tek, doom, tekka, tek, tekka. So what that means is when I was clapping my hands, this is a count, this is a beat. The first doom falls on that beat. Doom, doom. This raising of my hand is the and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Doom, doom. Doom, doom. So if first one happened on doom, the second one happened on the and. Nice job. So we have doom, doom. I'm going to peek around to make sure you can see that. Yes. Okay, beautiful. So we have doom, doom. And then you may have heard me say tekka, tek, right? I'm going to just skip that part and I'm going to get to the next doom. So count with me. Doom, doom, tekka, tek. Doom, tekka, tek, tekka. I'll show you with my fingers. Doom, doom, tekka, tek. Doom, tekka, tek, tekka. Doom, doom, tekka, tek. Doom, tekka, tek, tekka. So where did that last doom happen? How many fingers was I holding? 3, right? Nice work. So that means that the 3 dooms that we have in Beledy happen in the first count and then on count 3. Why is that important for us as dancers? Because then you know, if I do doom, doom, tekka, tek, doom, tekka, tek, if I do a step tap, then you'll immediately see that I'm reflecting a doom in my step, right? Doom, doom, tekka, tek, doom, tekka, tek, tekka, doom, doom, tekka, tek, doom, tekka, tek. So this is why it starts to become important, because you understand then how to move your body in association with the sounds that are coming through. So let's fill in the rest of the tekka teks. So we have doom, doom, tekka, tek, doom, tekka, tek, tekka. So we have doom, doom, tekka, tek, tek, doom, tekka, tek. I'm going to fill this all in for you, so don't worry. And then on the very end is a tekka, tek, tekka. Tekka. Okay, if you're watching this, just pause your video, write down the notes, so that way you have this, or you can screenshot, right? So now we have where the dooms fall on the 1 and the and then again on the 3. And the teks and the kas happen in between. So you might be wondering what's a doom and what's a tek and what's a ka. So when the darbuka is being strict, oh my God, my English is so bad. When the drummer strikes the darbuka and he hits it in the center, there's typically a large bellowing sound, doom, doom, doom. This is the doom sound. When the drummer plays along the rim, typically that sound will be higher pitched, playing with his or her dominant and non-dominant hand. Tek is typically played with the dominant hand of the drummer, and then ka is also played along the rim, but with the non-dominant hand. This isn't a hard rule, obviously, but you can generally see that that happens. So when we say doom, doom, teka, tek, doom, teka, tek, this is the center. I'm going to use my belly as the doom, and then I'm going to use higher up. Doom, doom, teka, tek, doom, teka, tek, teka, doom, doom, teka, tek, doom, teka, tek, teka. So when you start to look at the drummer, this is where his hand or her hand is placed in order to create those sounds. The dooms are the things that ground us into the music when it comes to Beledy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you a piece of Beledy music, and you can look up Carmine's work on YouTube and support him by purchasing his instructional DVD or CD, and all the links will be down below for you, but you can play this current track from YouTube. So here we go. So now we're going to be working with the Beledy rhythm. Let's watch. Remember we talked about the stepping on the dooms? Doom, doom, teka, tek, doom, teka, tek, teka, doom, doom, teka, tek, doom, teka, tek, doom, doom, teka, tek, doom, teka, tek, teka, doom, doom, teka, tek, doom, teka, tek. Let's count so you understand when you start to count from 1 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So that's really hard to do. Going. It's like this, right? So you have doom, doom, teka, tek, doom, teka, tek, teka, doom, doom, teka, tek, doom, teka, tek. Now listen. Yes, we're gonna add a hip drop with this. So we're gonna go slow, drop. Doom, doom, teka, tek, doom, teka, tek, teka, doom, doom, teka, tek, doom, teka, tek, teka, doom, doom, teka, tek, doom, teka, tek. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go to hip drops in 5, 6, 7, and. Just on the dooms. Other side. Back to your step. You're only stepping on 1 and 3 right now. You're tapping in between. Yes, hip drops. Ah, don't play again. Other side. Yay! So this is Beledy rhythm, right? We identified it's a 4/4, meaning we count to 4. Don't worry about that bottom 4 that you saw in the picture just yet. For dancers, this doesn't make that really big of a difference. For us to really know that knowledge, what you really want to know is that top number. Because if it's another rhythm and it's 2/4, you would count to 2. If it's another rhythm that's 6/8, you would count to 6. So that's the number that we really want to be paying attention to for the most part when it comes to dancing. So we know that it's a 4/4, meaning we count to 4 before the rhythm repeats itself. We know now that the doom happens in count 1, right? Before it hits count down, doom, doom, on the down and then the up of it, and then again on count 3, and then it is filled in between with teks and kas. And we talked about where the dooms fall on a darbuka and then where the tek and the ka are on the darbuka as well. Then we talked about where do our feet go in relation to the dooms, right? We were stepping only on the dooms. That's not a hard rule, by the way, is just an example of how you can echo the rhythm. And then we did hip drops on top of it. And then we just did hip drops. So there's so many ways that you can really pull this beautiful amount of information from Beledy rhythm and just acknowledge what is happening in the music. So this was really the foundation of the Beledy rhythm. When you start to hear polyrhythms on top and there's so many other things going on, you really have to listen in closely. So the best thing for you to do is to, one, support artists like Carmine, get his CD, the instructional CD, so you can hear it played at different speeds. And he's an excellent drummer, especially for dancing. Really appreciate his work. And then listen to as much of just Beledy as possible. So that way you can really get comfortable with where you hear the dooms and where you hear the text and the cause. Okay. Thanks so much. I hope you have fun with this. And as a challenge, without looking at your notes, see if you can notate out on what counts the dooms and the texts are. All right. Have fun working with Beledy.